Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would jump on and do a quick review of the new Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow 81. So I bought this on the Sephora Early Access, and that feels like such a waste of time because it took forever for it to ship out, which is fine. I wasn't particularly impatient for it or anything like that, but for anybody that did use the Sephora Early Access and was hoping to get it quickly, chances are they didn't. Anyway, I just got the little travel size, and so here you can see the box that it came in, and I don't know if it's focusing, but it also says that this is an Eau de Parfum Intense. So I have worn this already. I've worn it a couple times so I could kind of get my thoughts on it. And here's the bottle, which is very cute. The little travel doesn't come with the white cap, just the regular clear cap, but it's still really cute in the little pink frosted bottle. I'm going to go ahead and spritz it on now. Let me see if you can see that, how it atomizes. It's the very standard Kayali spray. And I mean, I have to say that opening blast is very nice. So let's talk about the notes first. In the top, there's freesia, nectarine blossom, Italian lemon, and apple. And I'm not saying I don't get those notes, but what I initially actually just get is strawberry. So in the mid, there's marshmallow, strawberry, coconut, orange blossom. And in the base, there's whipped cream, sugar, vanilla, musk, raspberry, and ambroxan. So I actually was a little concerned about even trying this fragrance because of the coconut. Coconut is not a note that I like in fragrances. I don't think it smells bad, and usually the fragrances that they're in also don't smell bad. I actually think they smell very nice. I just don't like the way it smells on my skin. And the coconut can get a little, I don't even know how to describe the sensation I get when there's coconut in a fragrance. But it just like really stands out to my nose, and eventually it's all I can focus on, and I just don't like that. So I will say the coconut scent is there and isn't there for me. Like, I can smell something that gives off a coconut vibe, but it's more like maybe like a dried coconut shavings or something, which doesn't bother me quite as much. It's not, I don't even know how to describe it. It's not like a coconut water. I don't think I like the coconut water smell at all. Like when I smell people drinking coconut water, it's very salty to me, which I don't mind the way that smells, but it kind of throws me off because I'm not assuming coconut should smell like that because I associate it with kind of sweet and creamy. But in the opening, I do get a strawberry, whipped cream, almost milkshakey vibe. It's not lactonic, right? And I actually don't think strawberry milkshakes smell that lactonic for the most part. Like when I make a strawberry milkshake at home, I like to use the Haagen-Dazs ice cream because it has like the chunks of real strawberry in there, and it has a very natural scent to it. It just smells like strawberries, a little bit of cream, a little bit of sugar. I mix it with a little bit of milk, which to me, milk doesn't have that strong of a scent, at least maybe the milk that I buy. And then I just mix those together, and it has this very nice, soft, fruity, strawberry, slightly whipped creamy smell. And that's what this smells like to me. But it's not a thick, creamy, lactonic fragrance. It smells really good. I'm not going to lie. It smells really good in the opening. And let's see. I don't pick up on the lemon or the apple. Let me put this down here and zoom in a little bit so you can see that. I don't pick up much on the lemon or the apple, at least not now. Maybe the freesia a little bit. I don't pick up on marshmallow. And maybe the marshmallow, the whipped cream, and the sugar is all mixing together, and that's what's giving me that kind of sweet, fluffy scent. But when I've smelled other fragrances that have marshmallow in it, what I'm picking up as marshmallow from those fragrances is quite different. The strawberry in here is actually pretty nice. I don't have a lot of strawberry fragrances. In fact, the only fragrance I can think of that I already had is Oud Satin Mood, which I didn't even, from MFK, which I didn't even realize had strawberry in there. And I'm not sure I pick up on the strawberry at all. Other fragrances that I've smelled with strawberry, I either couldn't pick it out or it smelled a little synthetic. Not bad, just it smelled like, strawberry candy. And I will say I don't smell that, right? Because the opening blast made me think of the Haagen-Dazs strawberry ice cream, and that is real strawberries in there. So that's nice. I do like that. But I will say I don't think that strawberry profile lasts the whole time. I'm smelling it on my hand now, like that blast that I get in the opening is gone. I wish the opening lasted longer because it actually is really nice. As this wore on my skin when I tried it out the other day, it got to a point in probably the mid where it smelled a little plasticky, like a baby doll head, which I know some people really like. I know some people don't like. I'm not going to say it's a good or bad thing because it's not an unpleasant smell. I haven't been around a, baby doll in a long time, but it is that distinct scent to me. But it came and went. It wasn't very prominent. It wasn't there the entire time. It was almost like a very fleeting thing. I'm not smelling it now yet, but it did take a while for me to notice that. But I can kind of feel it going in that direction again. And I'm wondering if maybe that's the marshmallow and coconut playing together for my nose, and that's how my nose is interpreting it. Again, not unpleasant at all. That just letting you know what I'm smelling. And then in the base, I don't think I noticed the raspberry. I noticed the vanilla a little bit. Maybe the raspberry. Definitely the whipped cream, though. I do get the whipped cream smell, and I do like that because, again, it adds that kind of fluffy vibe to it, which was what I was expecting from this fragrance. And the ambroxan, well, I don't smell the ambroxan itself like I do in other fragrances that have ambroxan in it. I think it does keep this fragrance from being dense. This is not a thick, syrupy, sweet, dense fragrance. I wouldn't say it's light and airy like people describe Baccarat or even maybe, I'm trying to think what else I have that has ambroxan that's kind of got a light and airy feel. Like a more effervescent. It doesn't have that effervescent kind of sensation to it that you sometimes get with an ambroxan fragrance, but it is lighter and airier than you might think a milkshake themed fragrance would smell, which I think is good. I think that will help it be wearable in the spring and summer months when that rolls around. Now, I am curious to see how this is going to smell after it's had a chance to mature, because a lot of Kayali fragrances do need that time to kind of macerate, which can be a little annoying when you just want to wear it right out of the bottle, and it's one of the ones that just needs a few months to sit there after it's been opened and all the notes develop and blend together and get stronger. So I'm wondering if this is going to be one of those fragrances. Smelling it from the nozzle, fresh burst of strawberries and whipped cream and something else sweet. Yeah, it smells really great from the nozzle. Smells great opening blast, and then as it starts to wear on my skin, it kind of becomes a little more lackluster. But it doesn't smell bad at all. But maybe a little muted. It doesn't project anything in particular. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to wear this around somebody, but I don't think anybody walking by me would necessarily notice that I'm wearing anything unless they got really close to me. Anyway, when I was wearing it the first time, it kind of made me think of Armani C. Fiori. Not that they smelled the same, but they had that same kind of light, fresh, strawberry milkshakey vibe. So I'm going to spritz this on a little test strip and see if I still get that. Let me spritz on my hand. That might be easier. Oh, missed. Okay. Gosh, I'm going to smell like so many things. There's something about them that puts them in the same category for me, but they do not smell the same at all. But if you liked kind of that light, fruity, fluffy vibe of Sea Fiori, you might like that light, fruity, fluffy vibe that I'm picking up from the Kayali. And then I saw someone compare it to Burberry Her, which I don't have a bottle of, but I do have this little sample card. I've got a ton of those actually. Make sure. So I'm going to spritz that and see how this smells. I did a review, not on YouTube, but for Influencer years ago when this scent first came out. Oh, okay. It's very fruity and different because I'm not picking up on any of that creamy fluffiness. Let me spritz this also on my skin. I don't even know where I'm going to put it. No, in fact, I can't because I'm already wearing something. Anyway, this one has a fruitiness that is stronger and clearer and more expressive than both of these. So I don't know that I would compare it to Burberry Her, but maybe the Burberry Elixir, because I have heard that's got more of a fluffy vibe to it. But that Burberry, yeah, and I think I have the same feeling for Burberry Her now that I had back then. It's nice, it's pretty. I'm not sure it's my scent profile. I'll probably have to try it again now that I have another sample here. But okay, I'm smelling the Kayali on my left hand, and then smelling the sea on my right hand. Yeah, and again, they don't smell similar, but they both have that kind of, again, light, fruity, whipped cream, fluffy vibe to it. I'm going to have to say, I don't know that this fragrance is for me in particular. And not because it smells bad. It does smell nice. But because the overall wear from the mid to the dry down is so different than what I really liked about the opening. And the mid to dry down for me is not something I would reach for over other fragrances I have right now. And the performance was not great for the price, in my opinion. Again, that could change once it's had a chance to sit for a while. I definitely have experienced some Kayali fragrances getting very strong in their performance, almost doubling once they've sat for a few months. But for right now, just based off of my initial impressions and this being the third time that I've tried it on, I don't know that this is something I would get a full bottle of. But I do recommend, if you get a chance, going into Sephora and spritzing this on your skin. This is definitely not blind buy safe, because I think some people are absolutely going to love it. It's going to be exactly what they want. And I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed because of the campaign that they had for this fragrance may not match their expectation of what it smelled like. I had zero expectation of what this was going to smell like. Just because of the Yum Pistachio Gelato. Smelled nothing like what I thought it was going to smell like. So for this one, I didn't have any expectations. I was just curious. Got a little bottle of it. And again, I love the opening. It's great. I love the way it smells from the nozzle. Fantastic. If it smelled like this for longer throughout the fragrance, I would get a full bottle most likely. But as it stands right now, I'm not entirely sure. But again, it does smell really, really, really nice. I do like the way it smells. I would not complain about, if someone bought me a full bottle of this, I would not be like, ugh, gross, or be disappointed. I would wear it and I would enjoy it. It smells good. It definitely doesn't smell like an intense fragrance though. But again, we should revisit this maybe in the springtime and see how it does then. Okay, those are my thoughts on the new Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow 81. If you've tried this fragrance and you have any thoughts to add in the comments below for anybody watching and reading, please feel free to comment. If you've had a different experience, if you're picking up different notes than I'm picking up on, please leave that down below. I'm assuming I'll start to smell more of the notes as time goes on. But right now what I really pick up is strawberry, whipped cream, a little bit of like a dried coconut shavings, And then I'm kind of feeling the effect of the ambroxan, and that's kind of it. All right, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.